Hi, Sandy here. Today I want to talk about one of the lesser known early life traumas that almost all of my clients have gone through and are experiencing the symptoms of in their life, but they usually don't know that even happened to them. And they don't know why they've developed certain emotions or limiting beliefs or certain patterns and experiences in their life. It's called proximal abandonment, a proximal abandonment. And essentially what proximal abandonment is, it's when the principal caregiver, usually the mother, is unable to fully connect and bond with the child. Perhaps the mother is experiencing postnatal depression, perhaps they're overwhelmed, they're stressed, they've got other siblings, they've had their own trauma and they're in freeze themselves, and they're unable to fully connect with the child. What happens there is that a couple things. First of all, connection equals protection and protection equals safety for the child. And so it really dysregulates the child's autonomic nervous system very early on. It creates a sense of insecurity within themselves, and it can lead to things like anxiety later on in their life. Another thing that happens as a result of proximal abandonment is that we can develop this thing called toxic shame. Toxic shame. It isn't just a feeling of shame, it's an identity of shame. Beliefs like, I don't matter, I'm unworthy, I have no right to exist, there's something wrong with me. These sorts of beliefs can develop due to proximal abandonment. And why is that? Well, it's essentially because when the child is faced with the parent unable to give them what they need, they have kind of two conclusions they can come to. Either the parent is incapable of giving them what they need, which is a very scary proposition and idea for the child to comprehend and take on board, or the child will come to the assumption that it must be me, it's my fault. And we start to create this identity of toxic shame. That can lead to a number of chronic issues later in life, from depression, anxiety, but also it can lead to procrastination, self-sabotage, not really fulfilling your potential, compromising your relationships and finding it hard to connect with people at a deeper level later on in life. There's many symptoms of toxic shame. So there you go. I really want to highlight this early life trauma because it's so common. I don't know if you can relate to it. The primary caregiver being unable to fully connect and bond with the child, and the trauma, the inner injury that causes for the child. We really need to release it if we want to have more peace and more prosperity and success in our life moving forward. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully if you can relate to that, you now have an answer to why certain things might be going on for you in your life. And yeah, if you want to release it, then book some sessions with me or a very good therapist that understands this, and be free from this proximal abandonment for good. Okay, so there you go. Thanks very much for listening to this. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you did, and I'll speak to you next time.